Hi, I'm Rand Westlund with the next installment in our series, The Quest for Normalcy, the continuing saga of an economy desperately seeking normal. Previous webcasts in this series cover various elements of this quest, including most recently our wandering in the land of pause and the resultant buildup of cash. Now we turn our attention to the confidence game, a feature of our land of pause which works to delay our escape. The average person does not view the economy in aggregate. The average person views the economy through the lens of personal experience. With people stressed over home values and lost jobs, few of us have not been close to someone out of work, and with income and cost pressures, it is easy to understand why conditions do not feel anything like normal. What is normal? Everyone probably defines it differently, but there is perhaps a common denominator. Normal is when things are as they should be. It may be a feeling of assurance that all is or can be well. Or it may just be that it's conditions to which we have become accustomed. In any event, when things feel normal, people tend to feel confident. Confidence is a simple yet powerful idea. Confidence in future earnings leads a buyer into a home. Confidence in the borrower's future earnings leads a lender to finance that home purchase. Confidence in an idea leads a person to start a business and seek funding for that idea. Confidence in the ability to succeed leads a bank to extend a loan to start that business. It's all about confidence. But at times, confidence fades. What if the home buyer's earnings fall, the house value declines, or that business fails? What if something goes wrong? Now, people may know that a confidence game is a swindle in which the victim is defrauded after his or her confidence has been won. While this description certainly applies to various headline events of late, for example, the Bernie Madoff scandal, we speak not of specific instances, but rather a broad experience that produced extreme unease. This unease became increasingly pervasive in 2008 as the recession turned into a realization, a sinking feeling, that something had gone very wrong. Even with recovery from the depths and some stabilization, we are still a long way from the feelings of former days. So what happened? Let's start with the swindle. It was what I call a collusion, however inadvertent, in the grand illusion of perpetually profitable pursuit, a sort of incentives gone wild, the widespread belief of loans deserved, advantages earned, and the right to possess everything right now, the belief that everything can be worked out for a price, that other people's money is always available, and that there is never too much borrowing. It was a set of conditions that was unsustainable, yet it felt so good. But these beliefs were a fraud, fostering unfounded confidence as we lost sight of two key truths. A penny saved may be a penny earned, but a penny borrowed is a penny owed. The many ways to obtain home loans and other credit provided money that was someone else's, who really did want to be repaid. A credit system that loans money to the marginal borrower, however noble the purposes, will find that it pays a huge cost if too many of the recipients really are incapable of repayment. But I call this collusion inadvertent, as I do believe most people did not realize they were participating in this con game as both perpetrator and victim. Hence, the land of pause has been a place of a most virulent form of what if, wherein confidence vanished like the morning mist. In its place came fear, distrust, anger, and the search for whom to blame. But the dual-role nature of the group means there were many culprits, many reasons, and no one uniquely blameworthy, despite the ongoing attempts by most to identify that someone. Having spent so long worrying about the next problem to surface, few realize that the elements working in this land of pause have turned conditions toward the answer to a new question. What if something goes right? It's from this going wrong toward going right that sparks the return of confidence. Confidence leads to decisions, and decisions lead to new activity, a most important element of economic expansion. It's also true that uncertainty holds back the building of confidence, and our land of pause has had more than its share. In particular, I believe two key uncertainties in 2010 were primary contributors, and their passing should be a crucial prod down our escape path. First, the election of 2010. All last year, we were bombarded with ads decrying political opponents as, to be kind, selfish and untrustworthy. With almost all participants using the same basic tactics, we were left with a strong feeling that all solutions to our problems were bad. A favorite cartoon of mine reads, "And if elected, I promise to stop talking." While actual silence is unlikely, If the new mix of representatives in Washington will focus on getting things done and not on overstating the danger of their opponents, we will all be better off. Second, tax policy. With almost a decade of lead time, our elected officials still manage to put themselves into a corner. Holding everyone captive to the potential for significant tax rate increases, this unknown hampered the ability to calculate the after-tax profit potential of new pursuits. Though the post-election compromise makes almost everyone unhappy, it removes uncertainty for now, so decisions can be made. The partial resolution of these major uncertainties means more progress toward normalcy. Further, several key elements in the land of pause will encourage our exit into an era of more sustainable economic growth. Consumer flexibility keeps getting better. Debt-to-income ratios are steadily returning to long-term levels, and total debt continues to fall. Again, less pre-spent income means more options to make decisions and act on them. An accumulation of such actions will produce more comfort and lead to more confidence. The recovery of corporate earnings, propelled by the rise of manufacturing, exports, and margin improvements, will likely lead to new highs ahead. Such progress highlights the growing flexibility of companies to increase dividends, expand operations via acquisitions or new developments, and increasingly hire workers. The jobs machine is no longer going backward. There is some skepticism that the sputtering sound you hear will resolve into a steady purring, but it is running. Payrolls have returned to year-over-year growth, with a lag similar to the last two recessions. Though payroll growth is still below the desired pace, a return to positive territory and a growing number of unfilled positions reveal growing confidence within company managements. Finally, the sum of all decisions is producing positive GDP growth and expectations for growth to slowly improve. This sum underscores that more things are going right, pushing conditions in the right direction, which in turn will bring a return of true confidence, not based on an illusion, but based on sound economic progress. In other words, a feeling of assurance that all is or can be well. Thanks for listening in. Have a great day.